Do you feel stuck in life? No matter how much you try to move forward, something keeps holding you back? Well, you could be suffering from a mother wound. And today's video, we're going to talk about how to heal that mother wound so you can move forward in all that God has for you. Hi, my friend. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Kris Reece, and if you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you. You are in the right place if you are looking to defeat life's devils, grow in your faith, and become everything you were created to be. So I want to invite you to click that subscribe and notification button so you don't miss a thing. Psalm 27:10 reminds us that even if my father and mother abandon me, the Lord will hold me close. And it's hard to imagine that a mother would abandon her child, yet it does happen. And even if a mother doesn't physically abandon her child, there are forms of neglect that can be equally as devastating. Children raised by alcoholics, drug-addicted mothers, or mothers who have mental health issues, either undiagnosed or untreated, personality disorders, or a high degree of toxic behavior, may struggle in their own adulthood. The absence of a mother's genuine love leaves a wound that can infect many areas of that adult child's life. So why is the mother wound so devastating? It seems that we can accept a man being physically or emotionally unavailable, but not a mother. The mother is usually the more compassionate, nurturing, supportive member of the family. Even if the mother has a more dominating personality or more dominating qualities to her personality, she still has a natural tendency towards love for her children. But if a mother is toxic and dysfunctional, it will often create an adult child with an emptiness that they can't seem to fulfill. And here are some signs that you are suffering from a mother wound. Number one, never feeling like you had your mother's approval, feeling less loved than your other siblings, a fear or an ambivalence towards women, feeling the need to protect your mother, people-pleasing tendencies, emotional dependency, or detachment from others. So it can be one extreme or the other, completely dependent or very detached, and also a weak sense of identity. Some wounds are created from selfish neglect that seem inspired by evil, but oftentimes these mothers underestimate the negative impact that they had on their child's lives. Many mothers truly want to do what's best for their children, but unfortunately, their version of best can leave a vacuum that is filled with shame and insecurity. And as a result, the adult children of these mothers find themselves in a constant state of dysfunctional relational patterns. And regardless of your past, Jesus has a new life waiting for you. It is a life filled with hope and abundance. To break free to the abundant life, I want to invite you to walk with me through a 3-step healing journey of this mother wound. Are you ready? Step number 1, feel. Feelings are powerful indicators of what is happening inside of you. Oftentimes, we take two extreme approaches. We tend to either ignore our feelings or give them full rein. Neither is helpful. Instead, let your feelings reveal what's going on inside of you. When you are feeling a certain way that seems outsized or inappropriate for the occasion, stop and ask, when during childhood did I feel this way? And it will likely take you back to a specific memory that you can now give to Jesus to heal. Here's how. I want to invite you to close your eyes and take yourself back to that experience. Be the age that you were. Feel the feelings. Then invite Jesus in. And he may show up and sit right next to you. He may present in another way, but he will be there. Then ask him anything. Anything you want. Some common questions are, Jesus, why did you allow this to happen to me? Or Jesus, where were you? In those moments, let Jesus speak to your heart. You can't rush this process. Don't overthink it. Don't imagine what he would say. Just let him show up and say it himself. My friend, this will change your life. Step number 2, forgive. There will come a point when you have to decide whether you want to hold on to the painful memories or surrender them to the Lord so you can move forward. Now, forgiveness does not say that what your mother did was okay. It simply releases you from carrying that burden any longer. I understand that you likely don't want to forgive your mother for what she's done, or perhaps you do, but you don't feel like you have it in you. Well, the good news is that forgiveness is not a feeling, it's a choice. But it's likely not a one and done, and you may have to look back over specific memories over the course of your life and forgive each one. And if you're thinking, Kris, won't this take me too long? Well, my question is to you, wouldn't you rather work through the pain or stay stuck in it? Like, it doesn't mean that you will have to now trust your mother. You can and likely should still have boundaries with her. And amazing things happen when you forgive. One, you feel lighter because you've just unburdened yourself from the yoke that was tying you to this person. And if you are uncertain as to whether or not you have an unhealthy or an ungodly soul tie, I did an entire series talking about how to break soul ties. I will go ahead and include them in the link above as well as below. Number two, by taking them off of your hook, you can now put them on God's hook, where He can pay back or restore better than you ever could. And three, it frees you to love others appropriately. And step number three, find. In this final step, there are two things that are important to find. Number one, healing. Forgiveness releases you from the bondage, but the healing of the wounds often takes some time and some work. And there are some emotions that God heals instantly upon forgiveness, and then there are others that He wants to journey with you. And if you find that you are still being triggered, or if your reactions are not healthy, it may be time to get some help to heal those wounds. These wounds have likely created unhealthy imprints in your life that are now automatic and hard for you to recognize. Healing may take a while, but like physical wounds, they need to be addressed specifically. You wouldn't treat a scrape the same way you would treat a puncture wound. Ignoring a wound and slapping a forgiveness Band-Aid on it may only cause it to become infected. Number two, identity. Those with mother wounds usually struggle with identity issues. Uncertain as to who they are, they struggle with things like insecurity, arrogance, shame, and perfectionism, just to name a few. Understanding who you are is critical in being able to move forward in the abundant life that God has for you. He created you with intentionality, and just because someone on this earth tried to distort that identity doesn't change who you are. If you are a follower of Christ, you are a child of God, cherished, loved, and adored. And I pray that you would hold your head high and embrace your heavenly identity. As you learn to allow Jesus to heal these painful memories and emotions, you will come to find that He wants to be the love of your life. He wants to meet your every need for attachment and security. And I pray that you will step into your new life with Jesus today. Well, my friend, if you are struggling with a toxic mother or anyone toxic in your life, I want to invite you to grab a copy of our free Toxic People Survival Guide. I will go ahead and include a link in the description section below. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Until next time, remember, all things are possible with God. Thank you for watching Christian Life TV. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, help us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ and build believers all around the world. Make a one-time donation or become a monthly partner with Kris Reece Ministries by clicking on the donate link now.